Have you ever wondered why you wake up feeling swollen, weak, or short of breath, even after a full night's rest? I'm Dr. Johnny, and tonight I need to warn you about something that may shock you. Every single night while you sleep, your kidneys are working harder than you realize, filtering nearly 50 gallons of blood. But here's the danger: when your kidneys are even slightly damaged, creatinine and toxins don't leave your body. They build up in your blood, silently poisoning you while you rest. I've seen this countless times in my patients, and here's the frightening truth: more than 37 million Americans already have kidney disease, and most don't even know it until it's too late. Rising creatinine is like a hidden time bomb. It weakens your muscles, causes swelling, damages your heart, and steals your breath. And what makes it worse is something almost nobody thinks about: the snacks you eat before bed. That so-called harmless treat could be pushing your creatinine higher, stressing your kidneys all night long. But here's the good news: if you choose the right bedtime snacks, foods that are kidney-safe, low in sodium, and packed with healing antioxidants, you can actually lower creatinine, protect fragile nephrons, and give your kidneys the break they desperately need while you sleep. And in this video, I'm going to show you the 7 best bedtime snacks that can do exactly that. Let's start with something that looks innocent, even comforting: unsweetened applesauce. Most people think of it as a simple childhood snack, but in reality, for kidney patients, this soft, creamy food can become a silent protector while you sleep. I once had a patient, Mary, 63 years old, from Ohio, who loved bananas before bed. Her potassium levels kept spiking, leaving her with dangerous swelling and irregular heartbeats. When we switched her late-night habit to plain applesauce, not only did her potassium stabilize, but her creatinine stopped climbing. That's the quiet power hiding in this humble bowl. Scientifically, the magic lies in its nutrient balance. Half a cup of unsweetened applesauce contains about 90 milligrams of potassium, far lower than bananas or oranges that can overload fragile kidneys. Phosphorus is only 8 milligrams, protecting bones and blood vessels from the calcification that plagues so many CKD patients. Even better, applesauce is low in protein and produces minimal nitrogen waste, giving your kidneys a chance to rest. It also contains soluble fiber called pectin, which binds deadly toxins like indoxyl sulfate in the gut and prevents them from damaging your nephrons. Think of it like a filter outside your body, catching what your kidneys can't. The antioxidants don't disappear when apples are cooked. Polyphenols, quercetin, and catechins remain active, calming inflammation in kidney blood vessels overnight. Just one serving, about 70 calories, provides gentle energy without shocking your blood sugar or straining your pancreas. And with sodium barely at 1 milligram, it won't cause fluid retention, bloating, or spikes in blood pressure. This is why, when eaten plain, chilled, and without added sugars or preservatives, applesauce becomes one of the safest bedtime snacks for every stage of kidney disease, even dialysis. But here's the catch: not all applesauce is safe. Many prepackaged cups are loaded with 18 grams of sugar or hidden additives like sodium benzoate, silently pushing creatinine higher. That's why the ideal dose is just half to 1 cup before bed, paired with a sprinkle of cinnamon for extra antioxidants. Simple, safe, and effective. But just knowing this one food isn't enough, because there's another snack that seems ordinary, yet hides a surprising power to flush out toxins, and it might shock you. Now let's move to something even simpler: cucumber sticks. At first glance, they look too plain to matter, but don't underestimate them. I remember a patient named Robert, 67, who struggled with swelling in his legs every evening. He thought cucumbers were just water, but when he swapped his salty crackers for fresh cucumber sticks before bed, the difference was remarkable. Within weeks, his fluid retention eased, his creatinine dropped slightly, and most importantly, he could finally sleep without that heavy, bloated feeling. The secret is in the numbers. Cucumbers are over 95% water, which means they act like a natural flush for your kidneys, helping dilute urine and reduce the load on the glomeruli, the tiny filters that keep creatinine under control. A half cup of raw cucumber contains just 8 milligrams of potassium and almost no phosphorus, making it one of the safest snacks for every stage of chronic kidney disease. They're also loaded with protective compounds like lignans, cucurbitacins, and flavonoids, which calm inflammation and prevent fibrosis, the scarring that slowly destroys kidney tissue. And don't forget the vitamins. 9 micrograms of vitamin K support healthy blood vessels, while vitamin C at 3 milligrams shields kidney cells from oxidative stress. Add in 7 milligrams of magnesium and even a trace of silica, and suddenly this simple vegetable becomes a kidney-supporting powerhouse. The best way to eat them is raw, fresh, and cut into sticks, maybe with a pinch of lemon or fresh dill for flavor. Just stay away from pickled or salted cucumbers, because that sodium can undo all the good in an instant. Moderation matters too. More than a cup before bed might lead to too much fluid or mild stomach discomfort, so keep it light and refreshing. But here's the part most people miss while cucumbers quietly flush toxins and hydrate your body. There's another snack that doesn't just cleanse it, actively balances acidity in your blood. And if you're in stage 3 or beyond, this could be life-changing. Next on the list is a snack that seems almost too ordinary: celery sticks with hummus. Most people glance at it and think of diet food, nothing special. But for kidney patients, this simple combination hides a powerful synergy that works while you sleep. I once treated Linda, a 71-year-old teacher from Arizona. She had late-stage CKD and was constantly battling high blood pressure. Medications helped, but the nightly swelling in her ankles wouldn't stop. When she added just a few chilled celery sticks with 2 tablespoons of hummus to her bedtime routine, her blood pressure readings dropped within weeks, and that constant swelling finally started to ease. Here's why it works. Celery is one of the lowest calorie vegetables, only 6 calories per stalk, so it nourishes without creating nitrogen waste that pushes creatinine higher. It contains soluble fiber that binds toxins in the gut before they ever reach your bloodstream, acting like an extra filter for weak kidneys. Even more important are its phytochemicals like phthalides, which relax blood vessel walls and lower blood pressure, a critical factor in slowing CKD progression. Now pair that with hummus and you get a unique balance. Just 2 tablespoons provide about 3 grams of plant-based protein, enough to prevent overnight muscle breakdown, but not so much that it overloads your kidneys. Tahini in hummus delivers calcium for fragile bones, while olive oil adds anti-inflammatory fats that protect delicate kidney circulation. And because hummus has a low glycemic index, it keeps blood sugar steady all night, protecting against diabetic damage, the #1 cause of kidney failure in the United States. The key is to keep it simple. 4 or 5 celery stalks with no more than 2 tablespoons of low-sodium hummus is ideal. Avoid store-bought versions loaded with salt or preservatives, which can undo the benefits in a single serving. But here's what makes this even more fascinating. While celery and hummus gently stabilize blood pressure and acidity, the next snack on our list works in an entirely different way. It's light, crispy, and designed to take the strain off your kidneys completely. You'll never look at it the same again. Now let's talk about something that seems almost boring on the shelf: plain rice cakes. They don't look like much, but when it comes to protecting fragile kidneys overnight, this snack is a quiet hero. I remember one of my patients, George, 68 years old, from Florida. He used to end his nights with cookies and chips, and every morning his ankles were swollen and his blood pressure spiked. After switching to unsalted rice cakes as his evening treat, those swelling episodes nearly vanished, and his creatinine readings stopped climbing. He couldn't believe something so simple could make such a difference. The reason lies in what rice cakes don't contain. When you choose unsalted plain varieties, you're getting less than 10 milligrams of sodium per cake, practically nothing. That means no hidden salt trapping water in your body, no extra pressure on your kidneys, and no sudden rise in blood pressure. Each cake provides around 35 calories, enough for gentle energy before bed without burdening your filtration system. And unlike heavy snacks, rice cakes break down easily, producing very little nitrogen waste, which is exactly what your kidneys need. From a mineral standpoint, rice cakes are a safe zone. Potassium stays under 20 milligrams, phosphorus under 30, making them a go-to choice for late-stage CKD patients at risk of dangerous electrolyte spikes. They're also gluten-free, which is a hidden blessing for many kidney patients who struggle with gut sensitivity or inflammation. Pair them with a teaspoon of unsweetened apple puree or a thin layer of low-sodium hummus, and suddenly this plain-looking cake becomes both satisfying and kidney-friendly. The biggest mistake: flavored rice cakes. Many come loaded with 150 to 200 milligrams of sodium or hidden phosphate additives that quietly sabotage kidney health. And eating 4 or 5 in one sitting risks a blood sugar surge that undoes all the good. Moderation, 1 to 2 plain cakes is the secret. But here's the twist. While rice cakes are light and protective, the next snack isn't just safe, it actively shields your kidneys with a natural medicine cabinet of antioxidants. And the way it works might surprise you. Now let's move to a snack that feels almost like dessert, but carries a hidden therapeutic edge, fresh apple slices sprinkled with cinnamon. I'll never forget Sarah, a 65-year-old from Michigan, who came to me exhausted, her creatinine climbing and her blood sugar unstable. She loved her sweet snacks at night, and that was making her condition worse. When we replaced her processed sweets with simple apple slices dusted in cinnamon, not only did her cravings calm down, but her kidney function readings improved, and her energy in the mornings was completely different. The secret is in the fiber and antioxidants. A medium apple provides around 4 grams of dietary fiber, which acts like a broom in the gut, binding excess uremic toxins and helping flush them out before they stress your kidneys. Its polyphenols like quercetin and catechins are powerful antioxidants that reduce oxidative damage to kidney cells, slowing the scarring that accelerates CKD. And the vitamin C, about 8 milligrams per slice, strengthens immunity and stabilizes the albumin to creatinine ratio, a key measure of kidney health. Cinnamon takes it even further. Its active compound cinnamaldehyde lowers inflammation, helps regulate blood pressure, and supports blood sugar control overnight. That's crucial because diabetes is the #1 cause of kidney failure in America. When combined, apples and cinnamon create a low-potassium, low-phosphorus, kidney-safe snack that not only tastes good, but actually works silently through the night to protect your nephrons. The best way is fresh, thinly sliced apples with a light sprinkle of cinnamon, no syrups, no canned fruit, no extra sugar. Too many apples or too much cinnamon can cause stomach discomfort or minor liver stress, so keep it moderate. 1 apple with a gentle dusting is enough. But here's where it gets interesting. While apples and cinnamon calm inflammation, the next snack on our list is shockingly light yet remarkably powerful. It looks like movie night popcorn, but when prepared correctly, it becomes one of the safest protectors your kidneys could ever have. Next up is something you'd normally think of as a guilty pleasure, but it can actually be a secret weapon for your kidneys when prepared the right way: air-popped popcorn. I had a patient named Thomas, 70 years old, from Texas, who swore he couldn't give up his evening movie snacks. Microwave popcorn left him bloated with blood pressure spikes and rising creatinine. But when he switched to fresh air popcorn with no oil, his symptoms eased, his swelling went down, and his kidneys finally got a break at night. Why does it work? Because plain popcorn, when popped with hot air, is one of the lightest whole grain snacks you can eat. 1 cup is only about 30 calories with virtually no sodium, no phosphate additives, and only 26 milligrams of potassium. That means no hidden overloads to stress fragile kidneys. Each serving also gives about 1 gram of fiber-binding uremic toxins in the gut before they ever reach the blood. This small detail can make a huge difference in lowering creatinine over time. Popcorn also delivers antioxidants known as polyphenols, which fight oxidative stress, the silent process that scars kidney tissue. Plus, 9 milligrams of magnesium per cup help calm nighttime muscle cramps, while small amounts of iron support red blood cell production, reducing the anemia that plagues late-stage CKD patients. The beauty is that it fills you up without burdening your filtration system, giving both comfort and protection while you rest. But the key is keeping it plain. Avoid microwave bags, butter flavoring, or cheese powders, which hide dangerous amounts of sodium and phosphate. Stick to 3 or 4 cups of plain, air-popped kernels, maybe with a pinch of herbs for flavor. Anything more than that can cause bloating or unwanted glucose swings. And here's the exciting part: as light as popcorn is, our final snack carries an even bigger surprise. It looks ordinary on the shelf, but when chosen the right way, it could decide whether your creatinine stays stable or whether you're pushed closer to dialysis. Finally, let's talk about a snack that hides in plain sight: unsalted pretzels. They may look ordinary, but for kidney patients, they can be a quiet ally when chosen carefully. I remember Janet, 69, from California. She loved crunchy snacks and thought her only options were chips or salted nuts. Both left her with swelling and high blood pressure. When she discovered plain, unsalted pretzels, she was shocked at how quickly her ankles stopped puffing up at night and how much steadier her blood pressure became. The secret is sodium, or in this case, the lack of it. A single ounce of unsalted pretzels has just about 1 milligram of sodium compared to more than 350 milligrams in the salted versions. That tiny detail means less fluid retention, less pressure on your kidneys, and a real chance to wake up without swelling. Each serving provides around 110 calories and 2 grams of protein, just enough to satisfy hunger without flooding your kidneys with nitrogen waste. And because they deliver 23 grams of carbohydrates, they provide steady overnight energy that won't shock your blood sugar the way cookies or candy would. Nutritionally, pretzels also bring small but important minerals. 1.5 milligrams of iron support red blood cells and fight anemia, while 6 milligrams of magnesium ease nighttime cramps. Potassium stays low at about 30 milligrams, and phosphorus at just 25, making them safe for even late-stage CKD. The absence of cholesterol and saturated fat makes them far less damaging than chips or fried snacks, protecting not just your kidneys, but your heart too. The rule here is simple. Keep them plain dry and unsalted. Skip cheese dips, mustard spreads, or flavored coatings because these often hide phosphate additives and excess sodium. 1 ounce or 10 to 12 small pretzels is the sweet spot enough to satisfy without risk. But here's where it all comes together. Every one of these snacks plays a role in protecting your kidneys at night, but the real difference happens when you see the bigger picture. Because the final secret isn't just food, it's how you change your nightly routine starting tonight. That could mean the difference between living free and facing dialysis. You've just learned that even the smallest choices at night can make a big difference for your kidneys. I want you to remember this. Your kidneys are working silently for you every single day, and they deserve the same care and protection you give to your heart or your brain. Don't feel overwhelmed. Start with just one of these snacks tonight and notice how much lighter, calmer, and stronger your mornings can feel. If this video helped you, save it so you can come back anytime when you're planning your bedtime routine. And make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell because every week I bring you the latest medical insights and practical tips to protect your kidneys and overall health. By staying connected, you'll never miss the knowledge that could prevent complications and give you more years of healthy living. And here's my final message of hope. Kidney disease may be silent, but you are not powerless. Every small change, every healthier habit builds toward a future where you feel stronger, more independent, and more in control. I'm Dr. Johnny, and I believe in you. Tonight, choose wisely, protect your kidneys, and remember you have the power to wake up tomorrow healthier than you were today.